Hello, folks, and welcome to James Morris World Traveler. Now, World Traveler. Now, in this video review, I want to talk about a hotel that I stayed at called the Ergife Palace Hotel and Conference Center, or better known as just Ergife Palace Hotel. There's a couple different versions of it. Now, I stayed at this hotel on June 2nd, 2024 for 2 days because this place was one of the first hotels that I stayed at with my Italy tour that I took in Italy. Now, I met for the introduction and orientation with our tour director in one of their large rooms later on in the afternoon after check-in. So I did check in, but I was a little bit early, so I had to wait a little bit, maybe an hour or so for check-in. After I checked in, after I had to tell them that I was a part of the tour, which is the Jewels of Italy. I almost misread what I said there. And they gave me my key card and they put me in a room, the room 4631, which you would think would be on the 4th floor, but it wasn't. It was actually on the 6th floor. Now, before I get fully into this part, I'm going to go back down and say the lobby and area was very nice, and I never seen anything that looked run down or anything like that. The exterior was okay, though, as I was coming up to the building. It was a little rough in a few spots, being it's Italy. I noticed on one side of the building, far down, there was scaffolding there, like as if they were doing some kind of exterior renovations or updates. So back to the rooms and the floors that I was about to get into. I was in room 4631, as I mentioned, and it was on the 6th floor. These floors are weirdly laid out, very laid out, weird. I couldn't even believe it. It's ridiculous. Now, they had like multiple hallways with different room numbers. For example, one hallway had room numbers, for example, again, this is just an example, numbers 1520 to 1530. Another hallway had numbers in the 2000 range and so on. And there was 3000 range, and that was why this hotel had the oddest layout I've ever seen. Each floor had multiple layouts at the different 1000, 2, 3, 4000 range and so on. It was just weird, and multiple directions of hallways with different numbers for each hotel room itself. Now, another thing that I had noticed later on was that this hotel was very, 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 very quiet in the hallways, and the ambience gave a creepy vibe. There was low lighting in the areas, and the silence as well as the weird multiple directional hallways. It made me think that this hotel would be a perfect setting for a horror movie. I'm thinking, man, this would be a very good place for a horror movie. You know, like chasing people down the hallways and, you know, crazy. Now, what's weird about it is, even with all that happening, the rooms are actually very nice, with the exception of the carpet looking a tad outdated. They had a nice shower and bathroom, a large king-size bed, a desk table, a love seat, side tables, a cabinet and TV. The different thing for a hotel that I've seen, this is the weirdest thing that I've seen for a hotel that's different, is what I'm saying here. It had a balcony, an actual balcony that you walk out on. I have never been in a hotel or stayed at a hotel that had a railing on this balcony that was made of some kind of thick granite or marble.
I've never been to a hotel that had a patio on the exterior of the building. Now, if you're in a resort, yes, but not in a hotel. You can see the nice view. Coming back when there's not much room, and the only thing keeping me from falling is this slab of, I believe it looks kind of like granite or something close to it.
But the worst part of the hotel were the hallways, where I saw peeling wallpaper and even damaged walls where it looked like there's possible mold growth.
As this hotel is.
Now again, I
can even see here cracking along the edge of the wall, and then at this corner is got some pretty.
Now again, I don't know if it was actual mold, but it looked pretty rough. I might even throw a video of me kind of walking through the video, or I took videos of the hallways showing peeled wallpaper, as well as the mold stuff that I looked like mold. At least it was just too dark to tell, hence the creepy and dark ambiance of the hotel area.
But here, now I noticed this. It's very hard to see comparatively. Cracking, really bad cracking. It looks like mold right here. It's like really dark colored. It just might be discolored, but I don't know how bad it is behind there, but it looks black. So as I was saying about the wallpaper, some spots are decent for the most part. But you can see here, most of the wallpaper is actually starting to kind of separate, even if it's not full.
Now, the hotel itself as well had a restaurant and a pool, restaurant bar with a pool as well outside. I ended up buying a tuna sandwich, which was €5, and that was definitely not worth the price. Very dry and little flavor. No sauce on it, nothing. Or they could have at least given me sauce or something.
So I bought this sandwich here at Ergife hotel. Anyway, there's a restaurant. This is what you get: tiny bit of tuna and some tomato, and they don't even put anything on it. Like, they don't put mayonnaise, they don't put nothing on it, and it costs €5. Now,
I bought a margherita pizza later, which was like €10, and the pizza was very good, like a thick amount of cheese, man. Holy man. But the only issue, even for €10, the pizza was very good as well. Like I said, you had to wait until 7. That was the kickoff. You had to wait until 7 p.m. for that pizza. That's the only time.
Well, here I am going to try my second night in this hotel, Ergife Hotel. I grabbed a margherita pizza, which is basically just cheese and sauce. Really thick amount of cheese though. Looks really good, and it's a nice size, so for €10 it's pretty good so far. Let's see how it tastes, and yeah, here I go. Not bad. I still like the other pizza that I had in the other location that I was at.
For that pizza.
It's not bad.
That's the only time on that they would make pizza. Because I asked them earlier in the day, the first day, that, hey, I want pizza. No, we don't do it until 7 o'clock. So that's when I ordered that shitty tuna sandwich. Now, for breakfast, on the other hand, which was included in our tour, there was a buffet-style type of breakfast, since they were serving hundreds of people from other tours as well as us. The breakfast did consist of many types of pastries, canned fruit served in bowls, powdered crappy eggs, raw bacon, and I love bacon, and I love eggs, but I love bacon, and it's terrible. It was either undercooked to the point that it was almost inedible, or the one time it was overcooked and just disgusting. So there was not anywhere in between, unfortunately. Now, also, there was cereal, coffee, juice, meats, and a few other types of foods. Overall, the breakfast wasn't very good, honestly. I did not like it. I ate it, but it was definitely not something I would recommend. I mean, unless you have no choice, which you technically don't really have much of a choice for breakfast. The bacon I loved. Also, the eggs, though, it looks like they were mass made with powdered eggs, which made them taste kind of runny and kind of mushy, which it was okay, but it was not the greatest. The bacon, I love bacon, as I said, but they were never cooked well and very raw, and they tasted like they were sitting in grease, which technically they were in the pan. They were sitting in grease. I never had the cereal, but fruits and the meat were good. Okay, I don't know why I put that. I said that I never never had cereal. But technically, I never had the cereal, but I had the fruit and meat, which was good. Meat and cheese, by the way. I should say there was cheese too. I never had coffee, but the juice was good for drinks. Overall, I'm kind of split 50-50 on the good and the bad things for this hotel. And that's where I'll keep it at that. I would recommend it if you're just wanting somewhere quick to stay and you don't care. You can come here. It's on the west side of Rome, whereas before I was on the east side with Rome experience. So completely different sides of the city, but I wouldn't recommend it 100%, but I would still also recommend it for somewhere quick to stay, especially if you're not staying for more than a day or two. Because like I said, there's some good and bad, but it's all right. So that said, thanks for listening, and we will see you in the next video. Ciao for now.